I have been that person, and we have, like I said, role played, reversing it, making a question. We have role played I heard nothing, so I'm saying nothing. But I'm gonna look at you while I'm saying nothing. And other, more substantial, tools. But I think that's why it's so important, is helping us figure out ways to address it, and also ways to address the pain that it causes. Because we call them microaggressions, we call them microinvalidations, we call them microassaults. They don't feel micro. They don't feel micro when you are, talking to your friends and trying to figure it out, when you bring it in your session, and to, follow up on community. That's what's so important. When we are figuring out how to deal with what we experience at the workplace or in the store or whatever else, community, people around you, to have conversations, because sometimes you will question it. Because we're so used to someone saying, well, I don't think that's how she meant that. It was really just a compliment. Like, we've never seen your hair straight before.
We know what it is.
Or, you change your hair so many times. Like, it's short and then it's long, and oh my God, what color is that? No, that wasn't, we know. What did you say? We know
what it is. Somebody say, no, that's not what she meant.
Exactly. But we sadly can start to internalize that. And that's another reason why we need to show up for each other and say, basically, no, sis, she said what she said. And then you deal with it however you need to deal with it. And also, validating each other is important in those painful spaces. And lastly, I would say, sometimes we decide to go along to get it long, or we let it roll off. And then we fuss at ourselves all the way home. We can't believe we didn't say something. Maybe we should do this. And I think I've also found that it is important to hold space for that. And to recognize that for whatever reason, sis or bruh, that was what you needed to do at that time. That felt safe for you. Because the reality is, we aren't safe out there. Between academia and vocational stress and trauma and race-based trauma, we aren't. So if at that moment it was for you to kind of be like, and whatever, well, then that's what you did because it kept you safe, not because you're problematic. Because the last thing we need to do is add you beating yourself up for that while we're processing it.